Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since my last video, months I think actually. But I'm back today to kind of focus in on a band that I've actually featured on this channel before. Today we're going to be looking at a song by Unprocessed. And if you enjoy the music that I've covered on the channel so far, I think you'll like this song for reasons that should be obvious, I think, once we get into it. So without further ado, we'll just hop right in. All right, so this song is called Abysm. I want to kind of focus on the artwork here. I really like this artwork for the album here. It's just really interesting. I don't know exactly how to articulate why I like it. It's nice and symmetrical, except for like the faces. There's kind of like this serene face in the middle and some angry faces on the edge. I think that captures the vibe of this album quite well. It's very dark sounding. So I would recommend checking out this album if you like this song especially. But we'll hop right into it.
Time starts running further. Breath stops, it's hurting again. Focus on the portrait that I painted the outlines for. 'Cause you're trying to avoid the edge, and you're trying to seize the day, to avoid this tragedy, and to number my feelings. It doesn't matter what I say, you can't decide how long you'll stay. There's no concealing, there's no concealing.
So that's the first minute of the song, is just building this super dark atmosphere. Very ethereal, kind of synthy stuff going on, and these really low, just like hits, bass hits, right? So I don't think it's just me, but like if I heard this song from the other room, let's say I'm, kind of far away, this sounds like it is Sleep Token inspired. This vocalist doesn't normally sound like this, but he's been doing a lot of work since the last album, is what it sounds like to me, to kind of vary his vocal performances. And I would be very surprised if this wasn't directly inspired by Vessel, trying to kind of get that crying, kind of choking out the words delivery with a lot of this. And it's even that kind of lower register. I think he's intentionally kind of lowering his voice to get that idea. The song so far is giving me kind of descending, or like that vibes from Sleep Token. I'd be surprised if they don't know about Sleep Token. But I really dig the vibe here. It's taking its time, it's building up, and as you can see in the next little part here, I think it's also going to be Sleep Token inspired, so we'll get into it. Okay, so it's about to pick up, but I want to focus here on, he goes into like the falsetto here, which is once again very much a Sleep Token thing. And we kind of get a straightforward chord progression for this chorus, I would call it. Obviously he kind of gets into the grit at the end. The other thing I want to focus on here is these lyrics also seem kind of, I don't want to say Sleep Token inspired, but the vibes, it's just a haunting, sad song so far. Just once again, it just the theme of like trying to hold on to something that is running away from you. I'm not sure exactly what this song's about or who this song is about, what it seems like, but there's like these really interesting lyrics of like, focus on the portrayal that I painted the outlines for because you're trying to avoid the edge. Like being forced into this like box and trying to perform this role, but just not being able to do that and knowing that whatever is going on right now is temporary, trying to avoid that as long as possible, this like diverging of two people. That's what I'm getting the vibe so far. Which, you know, should be familiar if you are familiar with Sleep Token's discography. But we're about to get into what makes this kind of divergent from Sleep Token, though. And I think it'll be obvious. I love this gritty guitar tone. The pick scrapes are just... Ooh. Just chaos. Back to the chorus here. I really love the explosion in this song because it's so well built up to. Slow build, you got all this tension with that like really gritty guitar tone. You know something's coming, and then it just like explodes into this tremolo guitar picking that's just, you know, the drums are going nuts. It's just an explosion. The tension's broken, and it's the screamed lyrics, all the emotion kind of comes to the forefront that was being held back from before. It's not as slow a build as like Sleep Token usually does, but I still think it's really great to as like a release, all of a sudden a release. Like it reminds me a lot of In Ascensionism, that like scream towards the end. That is just Vessel like releasing all this energy. It's the same vibe I get from this. Really low guitar.
Imagine the worst and it won't stop. I imagine you're dead, how your heart stops. For I've been mourning since I was born. I tried to change, but it won't work out. All I want is you to stay, but even myself has to go one day. I stare at your face and see how it changes. And you can make it stop.
This is just viscerally sad. I like this. It's nice break here. Let us just sit in it. So if you haven't noticed yet, in the second part of the song, the focus has been very guitar riff heavy, and that's the vibe of this band. They have a, like, if you've ever listened to Polyphia, a lot of their playing resembles that kind of playing. They've done songs with Polyphia, if you're aware of them. it's the focus of the music, but I think this album in particular has brought vocals also to the forefront a lot heavier than in the past. I think this is a really good mix of rise and fall. We get back into this like really slow, really just, and this section right here is so heartbreaking. Kind of the vibe that I get is that he's talking about maybe like the death of like a family member, maybe even his mother. The way that I read it, the lyrics here is that like, you know, I've been mourning since I was born. Like I want you to stay, but like your face is changing. Maybe like that's aging that's happening, and you know, this change is something that can't be stopped. The passing of time, right? He's looking forward to the death of a loved one, even though it hasn't happened yet, and can't escape it. That's the vibe I get. Just really sad stuff that is just intricately layered with this technical guitar work that just draws me in. It's very visceral to me. Like you can kind of hear the fingers on the strings. It's, to me, that really just pulls me in. I really like that style.
You're reading your book and to listen. You're making the past feel so real. You're one of a kind, you have your own will. You're almost ready to let your love go.
Look at this like electronic backbeat. This chaotic just flurry of guitar work. Oh, there we go. This is... then it just ends. This is a song that took me by surprise, I guess, listening to the album. It's so well structured, and it's a little bit more, I would say, dynamic than... Not dynamic, that's the wrong word. It's got more ups and downs than an average Sleep Token song, I think. Sleep Token, their music kind of starts and it grows and it grows and grows till the end. This song feels like a roller coaster ride of like quiet sorrow that just all of a sudden at certain times just like bursts into chaos and like panic almost is the vibe I get from the song. That's the feelings that it makes me feel. You know, just quiet acceptance of like things are changing, and then just the panic of wanting to fight it so bad. Like it's just, to me, an emotional roller coaster that's done very well for a band that I have to imagine, with this specific of a sound they're going for, that differs so much from the sound that they portray on other songs. This has to be a Sleep Token inspired song. So I wanted to share this with you. Hopefully you'll get something from it. Go check out the band, show them some love. They're on tour right now. I'm considering going to go see them. They're playing near me. If you are a guitar player, I think you'll find a lot to love with them in all of their work. The main vocalist, I think, writes most of the guitar parts, and he is insane. The way that he plays. Well, that's about all I have for you. It's good to be back and to post something. I know a lot of you are probably wondering, you know, what happened. I kind of just lost, I don't want to say motivation. I just didn't really know where to go after I was done with all the Sleep Token reactions and analysis and all that. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I think I might be delving into looking at other artists, like full album breakdowns. I think that's more of what I want to do, but I just wanted to share with you this song that I think is special, and I will see you on the next one.